Inside, every person exists two versions, the one you show the world and the one you keep hidden. Your alter ego is that hidden self, the version of you that most never see. It is your truest form, the one that isn't confined by the rules and norms of society, the one that doesn't follow the path laid out by others. This is the version that lies dormant within you, waiting for the right moment to rise. And when it does, it shakes the world to its core. The power within your alter ego is something that leaves others intimidated, afraid of what you are truly capable of. They fear it because they do not understand it. And deep down, they know that they would never dare to confront it. For most, the alter ego is a concept, something that sounds like a myth or a fantasy. But for you, it's real, it's alive. You have felt it, and when you have allowed it to take control, you have felt the surge of power, of untapped potential. It is that power that the world fears, and it is that power that you must embrace. Your alter ego is not a fragment of your imagination. It is the very essence of who you are when you shed all the limitations that the world has placed upon you. It is the version of you that operates without fear, without hesitation, the one who makes decisions without doubt and moves with absolute certainty. It doesn't matter what the world expects of you or what it demands of you. Your alter ego is the one who doesn't bend to those pressures. It is the force that exists beyond the reach of societal constraints. People might say they want to see you succeed. They might tell you to be yourself. But deep down, they are terrified of the version of you that could rise if you let it. And they should be. Because once that version of you steps forward, once your alter ego comes to life, it becomes unstoppable. You will dominate every situation. You will leave those who once thought they knew you in the dust. Your alter ego is the weapon you need to break through the limits and barriers that society, your peers, and even your own fears have placed in front of you. This alter ego, this hidden version of yourself, is not someone you become when you're pretending. It's not a mask that you put on when you need to act tough. It is the raw, unfiltered, unapologetic part of you that only appears when you are ready to unleash it. It is the version of you that doesn't apologize for its strength, its confidence, its willpower. It is the force that strips away every layer of weakness, of doubt, of hesitation, until only the most powerful version of you remains. People will try to break you down. They will try to make you question your worth, your abilities, your vision. They will place obstacles in your way, not because they want to see you fail, but because they fear what you might do if you succeed. They fear what would happen if you fully embraced your alter ego. Most people live their lives in a cage, trapped by their own doubts and insecurities. They are slaves to what others think, to their own fear of judgment. They wear their masks, pretending to be something they are not, hiding the true power that lies within. And so they stay small, never growing, never reaching their full potential. They live in the shadow of their true selves, afraid of what might happen if they ever dared to step out into the light. But you are different. You were born to stand out, to rise above the rest. Your alter ego is the key to unlocking that power. It's the force that will shatter the glass ceiling that others have put over you. When you allow your alter ego to take over, the world will see a new side of you. They will see a version of you they didn't know existed, and they will be left in awe. They will wonder how they never saw it before, how they never noticed the raw, untamed power within you. The alter ego is the part of you that refuses to let fear dictate your actions. Fear is the weapon that the world uses to control you, to hold you back. But your alter ego is the weapon that you use to fight back. It is your refusal to be held down by the limitations of the world. When your alter ego emerges, Fear no longer holds any power over you. It becomes a thing of the past, something that no longer controls your decisions or actions. You become someone who acts without hesitation, without the crippling doubt that holds so many others back. You become someone who takes what they want, someone who sees obstacles as mere stepping stones on the path to greatness. And the impact of your alter ego on those around you is undeniable. The energy you radiate when you let go of your fears, when you embrace the strength within you, is magnetic. People will feel it. They will see the transformation in you, the way you move, the way you speak, the way you carry yourself. They will recognize the change, and it will scare them. It will intimidate them, because they will see something in you that they lack, something that they fear they could never have. Your alter ego will remind them of the things they are too afraid to confront in themselves, and they will try to pull you down. They will try to keep you in your place, to push you back into the shadows where they feel comfortable. But you must never let them. You must never let their fear of your power control you. Your alter ego is not a passive force. It is not something you wait for to appear when the moment is right. It is something you summon, something you consciously choose to embody every single day. You must feed it, nurture it, and allow it to grow stronger with each passing day. The more you embrace it, the more you will realize that there is no limit to what you can achieve. The world will see your power, and they will not know how to handle it. They will feel threatened, because they know that the moment you truly step into your power, everything changes. And that is exactly what they fear. But the fear they feel is not something you should shy away from. It is something you should embrace. Fear is a signal that you're on the verge of something extraordinary. The more you scare them, the more you know you are on the right path. Because when you begin to intimidate others, it means you are no longer playing by their rules. It means you are no longer following the path they set for you. You are forging your own path, one that is uniquely yours. And in doing so, you make them realize just how small they truly are in comparison to the power that lies within you. The strength of your alter ego is that it doesn't care what others think. It doesn't care about approval, about validation, or about being liked. It is focused solely on the pursuit of greatness, on the relentless drive to conquer every challenge in your way. When you are in touch with your alter ego, there is no room for doubt or indecision. You know exactly who you are, and you know exactly what you want. You will stop at nothing to achieve it, and anyone who stands in your way will quickly learn just how unstoppable you are. People will say that your success is due to luck, to circumstances, or to chance. They will try to downplay your achievements because they cannot comprehend the force behind them. They will try to discredit you, to make you feel that your rise was undeserved, that you did not work hard enough for it. But the truth is, they do not understand the power that you tapped into. They do not understand the alter ego that you have awakened. They don't know what it feels like to operate at that level, to be completely aligned with your true self, with the force of your untapped potential. They can never understand it because they have never dared to embrace their own alter ego. Your alter ego is not just a version of you. It is you in your purest, most powerful form. It is the version of you that strips away the limitations, the doubts, and the fears. It is the force that leaves people in awe, that leaves them intimidated. And when you let that power take over, there is nothing that can stop you. The world will stand aside, and you will rise to the top, untouchable and unstoppable. Your alter ego leading the way. Your alter ego leading the way is the signal to the world that you are no longer bound by the invisible chains that kept you small, kept you in the shadows. It is the manifestation of everything you've ever wanted, but were too afraid to claim. When your alter ego takes the reins, every part of you begins to align with your purpose, with the mission you've always been destined for. It knows no fear, no hesitation, and certainly no failure. When you let this version of you dominate, you become untouchable, for you operate at a level that transcends the limitations others place on you. Your alter ego doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't wait for validation or approval. It doesn't care whether the world is ready for the force you are about to unleash. And that's precisely the beauty of it. The world will never be ready for your full power, for your true potential. They will always be playing catch-up. And as they struggle to understand, to keep up with the force of nature that you have now unleashed, you will rise further, higher, faster. Your alter ego leads you through every obstacle, every challenge, and every difficulty, not with caution, but with certainty. It understands that failure is merely a stepping stone to greater success. It thrives in the face of adversity because it has no fear of the unknown, no hesitation to move into the dark corners where others dare not go. And as you stand on the precipice of greatness, the one thing you realize is that there are no more limits, there are no more boundaries. Every dream, every goal that once seemed impossible is now within your grasp, because your alter ego has no sense of impossibility. It only sees what can be achieved, what will be achieved. It is a tireless force that propels you forward, shattering every barrier and leaving behind nothing but success and progress. As it leads you, it does so with an unwavering sense of direction and an unbreakable resolve. Nothing in this world can break the path your alter ego forges. Not the doubts of others, not the obstacles that arise, not the people who will try to drag you down to their level. Your alter ego doesn't ask why it's difficult. It simply does what needs to be done. When your alter ego takes the lead, you understand something that others will never comprehend. Greatness isn't something you achieve by following the rules. It's something you claim by stepping outside of them. The world wants you to conform, to fit into a box, to play by the same rules as everyone else. But your alter ego doesn't see any box. It doesn't care about limitations or social norms. It understands that the key to power lies in the willingness to break away from the herd, to challenge the status quo, and to create something entirely new. This is why people are intimidated by your alter ego. They see that you have tapped into something that they could never imagine for themselves, because they are too afraid to break free from the chains that bind them. They are too afraid to embrace their own full potential. And so, they will try to hold you back, to keep you small, to tell you that your vision is unrealistic. But your alter ego will never listen. It will continue to lead you forward, relentlessly, with no fear of what others think. There is something incredibly powerful about the fear that your alter ego inspires in others. They feel it because they recognize that you are no longer the same person you once were. You are now someone who has broken free from the limitations of their past, someone who has risen above the opinions and expectations of others. They are intimidated by the fact that you no longer need validation, that you no longer care about fitting into their narrow views of what success looks like. They are afraid because they know that you are unstoppable, that you are in control of your destiny, and that nothing can stand in your way. And the truth is, this fear is not just about your power, it is about their own lack of it. The people who try to hold you back, who try to pull you down, are doing so because they are too afraid to step into their own power. They are scared of their own alter ego. They are terrified of what they would become if they dared to embrace the true force within them. And so, they try to suppress your rise, to convince you to stay small, to conform. But your alter ego will never allow that. It is not interested in playing small, in blending in, or in being anything less than extraordinary. It is the version of you that demands greatness, that knows it is destined for something far beyond the ordinary. And when it leads the way, nothing and no one can stand in your path. Your alter ego is the embodiment of your inner strength, your inner conviction, and your unwavering belief in yourself. It is the version of you that understands that the only way to achieve greatness is to fully embrace who you are, all of who you are. It is the voice inside you that tells you that you are not limited by your past, your circumstances, or the opinions of others. It tells you that you are capable of anything you set your mind to. When your alter ego leads, it leads with a power that cannot be matched. It is relentless, unstoppable, and undeterred by failure or rejection. It takes risks when others hesitate, and it moves forward when others turn back. And here's the thing: the more you feed your alter ego, the more you allow it to guide you, the stronger it becomes. It becomes less of a concept and more of a reality. It begins to shape your thoughts, your actions, and your decisions. The more you let it lead, the more you start to see just how much power you truly have. The path becomes clear, the vision becomes sharp, and the world opens up to you in ways that you never thought possible. Doors that once seemed closed, walls that once seemed impenetrable, all begin to crumble in the face of your alter ego's power. You stop seeing obstacles as challenges to be feared and start seeing them as opportunities to prove your strength. As your alter ego leads you, you will notice something remarkable happening. You will stop seeking approval from others. You will stop looking for validation because you will no longer need it. You will know deep within yourself that you are enough. You are powerful. You are unstoppable. The opinions of others no longer matter because your alter ego has helped you realize that your value is not determined by their perception of you. It is determined by your belief in yourself and your ability to follow through on your vision. But there will be those who will try to break you down, who will try to convince you that your alter ego is dangerous, that it is reckless, that it is too much. They will say that you should tone it down, that you should play it safe, that you should stop pushing so hard. But they do not understand what it takes to succeed, what it takes to reach your full potential. They don't understand the strength it takes to ignore the voices of doubt and criticism. They don't know the power that lies in embracing your alter ego and allowing it to guide you to greatness. Their fear of your success is a reflection of their own inability to tap into their full power, and they will try to project their insecurities onto you, but you must never listen. Your alter ego is your secret weapon. It is the key to everything you desire. It is the version of you that does not shrink in the face of adversity, that does not cower when faced with fear, that does not stop until it has achieved what it set out to do. When your alter ego leads the way, the world will watch in awe as you shatter every expectation, every limitation, and every obstacle. They will watch as you rise higher and higher, as you claim what is rightfully yours, and as you make your mark on the world. And in the end, they will all see it for what it truly is. They will see that your alter ego was never a force to be feared, but a force to be respected. It was the version of you that knew no limits, knew no fear, and knew that you were capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. It was the version of you that led you to greatness, and in the process, it left the world in awe of the power that you have always had within you. That power, once buried deep beneath layers of doubt, insecurity, and the expectations of others, now stands proudly in the open, unfettered and untamed. The world now sees you for who you truly are. Someone who has tapped into their raw potential. Someone who has dared to rise above the noise and step into their true self. It wasn't always this way. You didn't always know how to tap into that power, how to summon the force within you that could reshape your life. But the moment you embraced your alter ego, the moment you gave that hidden version of yourself the freedom to take control, everything changed. The world will never be the same once you step into the power of your alter ego. People who once underestimated you, who never saw the full extent of your abilities, will be forced to reckon with the strength that lies within you. They will stand in awe of your courage, your resilience, and your unapologetic confidence. Your alter ego is the embodiment of the courage that most people will never have. It is the force that doesn't hesitate, that doesn't doubt itself, that doesn't worry about what anyone else thinks. It doesn't wait for opportunities to come to it. It creates its own opportunities. It is the part of you that will break through every obstacle and will push you to places you never thought you could go. And in doing so, it will force the world to recognize your greatness. When you allow your alter ego to lead, it pulls you into alignment with your true purpose. Everything begins to fall into place. What once felt like a struggle, what once felt impossible, now feels like a mere stepping stone, a small challenge to be overcome on your way to greatness. The world begins to open up, offering you opportunities, paths that you would have never seen before. Doors begin to unlock, and you realize that the only thing that ever stood between you and your goals was fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not being enough. But when you step into your alter ego, that fear dissolves. The power that your alter ego gives you is the power to move beyond that fear and to keep moving forward with absolute certainty. This power is magnetic. The more you step into your alter ego, the more you will notice how the world responds to you. People will be drawn to you, not because of anything superficial, but because of the energy you exude. When you are aligned with your true power, when you let your alter ego shine through, you create a force field that others cannot ignore. They will be mesmerized by your presence, by your confidence, by the way you move through life with purpose and conviction. And this is not about arrogance. It's about knowing that you are walking your true path, that you are aligned with something far greater than yourself. When your alter ego leads, you stop doubting your decisions. You stop second-guessing yourself. You trust in your abilities, in your vision, and in the fact that you have what it takes to achieve everything you set out to do. But as powerful as this transformation is, it's not without its challenges. The more you embrace your alter ego, the more others will feel threatened by your strength. They will look at you and see someone who has broken free of the chains that bind them, someone who has dared to embrace the parts of themselves they have hidden for so long. This will make them uncomfortable. They will project their fears onto you, telling you that you are too much, that you are too aggressive, too intense, too bold. They will try to convince you that you are going too far, that you should tone it down, play it safe, fit into the mold. But your alter ego knows that the only way to achieve greatness is to fully embrace all that you are, to stand tall in the face of opposition, and to never back down. You must be prepared for this resistance. It is inevitable, but it is also a sign that you are on the right path, that you are moving in the direction of your true potential. When your alter ego rises, it rises because it has been hidden for so long, waiting for the right moment to emerge. And when it does, it is unstoppable. It brings with it a surge of power, confidence, and courage that will challenge everyone around you. People who once held you back, who once told you that you couldn't do it, will now see you for who you truly are. They will see the strength, the resilience, the unstoppable force within you that they were too blind to see before. And while some may try to tear you down, others will begin to take notice. They will be in awe of your transformation, amazed at how you have stepped into your power and left all the fears and insecurities behind. Your alter ego is not afraid to fail. It knows that failure is not the end, but merely a lesson, a stepping stone on the path to success. Failure is inevitable in the pursuit of greatness, but it does not define you. It is simply an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to move forward with even more wisdom. The more you allow your alter ego to lead, the more you will realize that failure is not something to be feared, it is something to be embraced. Every time you fail, you grow stronger, more determined, and more aligned with your true self. Your alter ego will push you to take risks, to step outside of your comfort zone, and to do things that scare you. And with each risk, you will realize that you are capable of so much more than you ever thought possible. People may try to convince you that you're too ambitious, that your dreams are too big, that you should scale back, be more realistic. But your alter ego knows no such thing as realism. It knows only what is possible, and it has a vision of what you can achieve if you keep pushing, if you keep striving for more. Your alter ego is the part of you that doesn't settle for mediocrity, that doesn't look around and say, "This is enough." It looks at the world and sees endless possibilities, endless opportunities to create something extraordinary. It challenges you to go beyond what's comfortable, to exceed your own expectations, and to redefine what's possible. But in order to truly step into the power of your alter ego, you must first let go of the need for validation from others. So long as you are seeking approval, so long as you are dependent on others' opinions, you will never be able to fully step into your power. Your alter ego does not need validation. It knows that it is enough, that it has everything it needs to succeed. The world will always have opinions, always have judgments, but your alter ego doesn't care. It doesn't wait for permission to be great. It simply takes the reins and leads you forward, no matter what anyone else thinks. As you continue to embrace your alter ego, you will begin to notice that the way you see the world starts to change. You will no longer see challenges as roadblocks. You will see them as opportunities to prove your strength, to show the world what you're capable of. Your alter ego doesn't see obstacles. It only sees the next opportunity to move forward, to grow, to evolve. It's this mindset that will propel you to new heights, that will push you further than you ever thought possible. Every step you take with your alter ego leading you will be a step toward your true greatness. And the more you walk this path, the more you will realize that there is no limit to what you can achieve. The power you have within you is infinite, and when you allow your alter ego to guide you, you unlock that power in ways you never thought possible. The world may have once seen you as small, as ordinary, as someone who would never rise above the crowd. But now, as you step into your alter ego, you will leave them in awe. You will leave them questioning everything they thought they knew about you. And you will leave them wondering how they ever doubted the power that you always had within you. Your alter ego will lead you to places you never imagined. It will take you on a journey that will challenge everything you thought you knew about yourself, that will stretch your limits and redefine your potential. It is not just a part of you. It is the full, unleashed version of who you were always meant to be. And when you allow it to lead, you will discover that there is no force on this earth that can stop you. There is no dream too big, no goal too ambitious, no obstacle too difficult. The world will see your power, and it will be left in awe of the greatness that you have now stepped into. In embracing your alter ego, you tap into a power that has always been within you, waiting to be unleashed. This force propels you beyond limitations, beyond fear, and beyond the doubts of others. As you step into your true self, the world will stand in awe, witnessing your transformation and the unstoppable drive that now guides you. With your alter ego leading the way, there are no boundaries to what you can achieve. You are limitless, and your potential is endless. The path to greatness is yours for the taking, fearlessly and unapologetically.